Welcome to another installment of Casual Clickson's Top 10. Today the gods have unleashed their fury and prepared to defend Asgard against the invading hordes that wish to destroy their world and take their spots in the top 10. Remember, there are 3 criteria that a figure must have in order to be considered and selected for the top 10. They must have a named keyword, they must fit in a 300-point team, and the more figures they share a named keyword with, the more it helps them in their final ranking. Before the battle begins, I'd like to give the Blessed by the Gods award to the figure with the most unique dial design, and that award goes to Thor the Reigning. The Thor the Reigning dial is composed of 3 different roles where he plays a mind-controlling secondary attacker with probability control, a midsection with some great support powers in telekinesis and support, and finally a DPS figure with hypersonic speed, 4 base damage, and ranged combat expert should you want to keep him away from his enemies. So let's travel through the Bifrost and open the gates to Asgard and see if Asgard will prevail or if they will fall prey to the hordes at their gates and be summoned to Valhalla. Coming in at number 10 is Thor's half-brother, Balder. This unassuming beatstick has plenty of options when it comes to dealing damage with close combat expert, blades, exploit weakness, and of course, pulse wave. Balder is a very straightforward character, but his last 3 clicks give him some extra reach as it allows him to have a pulse wave of up to 3 squares away with solid attack and damage values. With the right Asgardians, Balder can really shine in carving a path of destruction against the enemies of Asgard. At number 9, we have the leader of Odin's personal shield maidens unit, Valkyrie. This heavenly maiden has several tools at her disposal to lay the beatdown on the enemies of Asgard, such as charge, super strength, blades, and the mythical transporter ability that grants her hypersonic speed with a -2 attack penalty. Her defense of 18 with the defender's team ability and keyword, leadership, and enhancement give her some utility so she won't just be relegated to being a beatstick. Coming in at number 8 is the maniacal machine mind of the former leader of the Masters of Evil, Ultron. With a dangerous 12 range, 12 attack with pulse wave, Ultron's armor will be tough to crack as you risk taking a possible 4 damage pulse wave from 6 squares. He also has tricks up his, cape with outwit and mind control to give you options if he were to take a hit. Regeneration at the back of his dial gives him more longevity as he can heal back onto Mastermind to keep transferring big hits to his minions. At number 7 is a protector of the Bifrost, Heimdall. The all-seeing god can make it difficult for enemies to sneak up on him as his sight to the 9 worlds ignores damage from figures using charge, running shot, or hypersonic speed. The added abilities to ignore shape change and stealth are an added bonus that make him more threatening. Full dial super senses, only to add his ability to negate and evade damage, and Gjallarhorn, which gives him more utility in an Asgardian theme team, make Heimdall a formidable figure. Super strength with charge is also not to be overlooked and may cause enemies to think twice before inching closer. At number 6 is the man without fear, Daredevil. The protector of Hell's Kitchen uses his acrobatics and stealth to get into position and remain hidden while ignoring other characters' stealth. His dual target incapacitate and outwit give him utility, and mid-dial exploit weakness will make characters regret basing him. At 81 points, he can easily make the cut in a Marvel Knights theme team as a stealth buster, tie-up piece, harasser, and secondary attacker. Full dial leap, climb, and stealth make him hard to pin down and will help him rush to safety if he becomes outmatched. At number 5, Mac Gargan's Venom. His middling attack values can easily be offset with the Thunderbolt's additional team ability by choosing the Sinister Syndicate team ability, which changes him from a very good tie-up piece to a solid secondary attacker that can keep bricks tied down and possibly take them out with his blades called fangs. Traded leap climb alongside plasticity, super senses, and shape change make him the ultimate tie-up harasser, and if an enemy were to crack that defense, they still have to get past his flurry steel energy combo that gives him a longer shelf life. Catching opponents off guard with his 4 range is not a bad option too, as it may get overlooked because of his close combat prowess. At number 4 is Thor, Frog of Thunder. This green menace can be tough to take out as his Among the Weeds special power not only grants him stealth in hindering terrain, but also water terrain. Leader of the Frog and Alligator army give him extra reach beyond his 4 range and can punish careless placement in the right map. And the body of a frog couples shape change with impervious for extra damage evasion and reduction, while also making him very threatening to enemies that base him, as his solid attack values, exploit weakness, and indomitable can help him take down enemies twice his size. Literally. Coming in at number 3, the mischievous son of Laufey, Loki. Spending over 200 points may seem daunting when you're team building, but Loki here is a truly menacing figure with a perfect storm of powers. Stealth and Mastermind can make him difficult to take out. 10 range with Penetrating Blast and Probability Control can give him the edge when taking on bricks. What makes him even tougher to take out is that he doesn't need adjacency to transfer Mastermind damage. Once he's finally off his top 3 clicks, you'll still have to deal with his Mind Control, Outwit, and Perplex mid-dial. Late dial teleport while gaining Penetrating Blast again turns him back into a brick killer. Oh, and did I mention that he has the Mystic's team ability to punish any figure that actually manages to damage him? He is the god of mischief after all. At number 2 is the mighty god of thunder himself, Thor. Thor's damage potential is off the charts as his attack values all but guarantee hits. 2 targets at 10 range can help him stay away from characters that can actually crack his defense and beat them down from a distance with his Indomitable, granting him willpower to keep the pain coming. His trait is super strength, just add insult to injury, making him even deadlier, and that's not including his mid to late dial close combat expert and exploit weakness, granting him more options to crack even the toughest armor. What put Thor over the edge against his adopted brother Loki is his Avengers keyword that grants him way more team building options to make up for his whopping 226 point cost. Top dial leadership may also prove very handy in helping his team take more actions in a turn than they'd normally be able to take, as Thor makes up more than 75% of the build total. And Casual Clixen's number 1 pick from the Hammer of Thor set is the Champion of Freedom, Captain America. This unassuming figure has 2 keywords that give him plenty of team building options, and is a competent attacker thanks to his 8 range, 2 targets, and deflection trajectory special power. The ability to not only bust stealth but to do so without requiring a line of fire can be devastating to a lot of figures and teams that rely on that strategy. Top dial leadership can inspire his teammates to keep taking actions, and if he were to take a hit, Captain America can keep dishing damage via close combat expert and willpower. Finally, his 72 point cost gives you plenty of wiggle room to squeeze in the perfect support figures or damage dealers to take some pressure off Captain America while he tosses his shield around the map. So there you have it, Casual Clixen's top 10 figures from the Hammer of Thor set. I'd be curious to see your top 10 list, so please feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget that these videos are all possible because of viewers like you, so please like and subscribe, that way you get notified when the next top 10 video goes live featuring DC's Brave and the Bold set. As always, thank you so much for watching.